I used to hide in a bush out behind my school when I got angry because they had like these little doors so you can have like recess. There's no fucking opening.
I think we should just stay down there. I got admitted to go and see a counsellor because they thought I was self-harming myself. My school thought they were self-harming myself, and they got my address line wrong. So my mum didn't get the letter about it, and I was getting forced to go and see this counsellor. But I wasn't self-harming myself. It was just all my scars from skateboarding and things like that. And it was just really funny because I went in there and she goes, "Now, Emily, we need to talk about your condition." And by the looks of things, it's quite severe. and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like,
what are you talking about?
I'm just sitting there grinning, knowing that I know what the scars are from, and that the school's probably got something wrong, and they haven't told my mum. Otherwise, she would have said, "Oh no, that's not that. It's just scars from skateboarding and things." And I'm just sitting there grinning. And she goes, "Why are you smiling? Do you like that you hurt yourself?" And I'm going, "Yeah, it feels really good." And like, you just sort of start seeing her eyes widening, and she starts getting like really panicky. And she's going, "I think we're going to need to call your mum and get in some contact with more professional help." And I just turned around and went, "My scars are from skateboarding, you know that, right?" And she goes, "What?" And I go, "My scars are from skateboarding." I said, "I've broken my arms about 20 times each or something like that." And she's just like, "Then why did you tell me that that you were self-harming?" I said, "Because it gets me out of doing science." It's just, she got really pissed off with me.
I would probably get pissed off too. She got pranked.
I can't believe they do self-harm. Like, I know all my teachers
my friend
really well.
For his class, like he was trying to make an autobiography of his life, and they thought it was his like his last message to the world before he killed himself. Like, so they started calling all of his friends, like people that knew him and stuff like that, and like he just got a big laugh out of it. And like if you knew my friend, he looks like a drug addict. Like, he's got dark bags under his eyes and stuff like that. Like, he looked like a drug addict. Seriously. And it was just hilarious.
The best prank to put on a teacher is like walk into class with like a bag of peanuts. I've done this before to my French teacher, and I didn't get I didn't get a detention. I walked in and I just finished off my last couple of peanuts for my lunch break as a snack. And I was sitting down in lesson, and just like 5 minutes later I start sort of like pretending to choke and holding my throat and sort of like grabbing my friend's arm, and then he sort of catches on to what I was doing, and he was like panicking with me. He's going, "Oh my god, Emily, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," like this, and the teacher's going, "What do we do? What do we do?" And then I just go sorry, it just got caught in my throat. And they completely freak out. It's just brilliant fun. I don't pay attention in class at all. I end up in inclusion half the time. Inclusion is like a timeout room.
They just sent us down to like ISS. In school suspension. It was basically a room where you couldn't talk, and you had to do homework and stuff like that, or read a book.
We can talk in that room, but we have to like do work and stuff, and they make us do work, and we just piss about. We still don't do our work. If we're not going to do it in a lesson, why are we going to do it in another room? They think just because we've been moved from the classroom that we're going to behave ourselves and start acting.
Well, I don't think they expect you. I think they're just doing it so the other kids aren't distracted.
But all the other kids are messing about as well. They just take the main sort of people out. Can you give my penis some juice?
Yeah.
I need to stand on top. No.
Yeah.
Not lava. Please, not lava. Don't put lava on there. Please. Please don't. Please. Oh, you bastard.
Now it's a lava penis.
I'm gonna go. Now that's some hot spunk.
Yep. Ugh.
No matter what I do, the creepers blow up. Are you okay? You just sound like you're silently dying. Well, not silently,
Yeah,
but
I was just coughing.
slowly.
During the winter times, when I was like 13 years old, I got croup, which it's a disease babies get.
Yeah. I know that. I've got that. Whenever I cough.
Yeah.
Whenever I get a cough, it's
No.
croup.
It's not
Yeah.
croup anymore. But I had it when I was like 13, and so now when it's like winter, when it gets colder out, I just cough. Like I'm not sick or anything. It's just a cough.
Yeah, but even now I still get croup. Like every single cough I get, which is a lot because I sort of suffer from pneumonia a lot because of like my condition. Another symptom is getting really cold
Sounds
and
like
I end
you
up
should
getting
just be in a
pneumonia.
bubble.
Yeah.
I think it's called Bubble Boy. It's a movie. You ever seen it? Oh well,
No.
this kid's born without an immune system, and so they put him in a bubble at birth, and like so he's trapped in this bubble for like his entire life, like he's homeschooled and everything, and he has a crush on his neighbor next door, and like he finally like likes her, and then she's getting married. And so he makes like a portable bubble. Oh, you destroyed my lava.
Yeah. You destroyed my dick.
I was gonna fix it.
I'm a girl and I'm saying this. This is just not
I was gonna
good.
fix it.
Oh. I don't have a dick, people who listen. I'm a girl and I am very girly. I just like doing.
I'm very girly,
dangerous
as like
stuff.
everything you've said like contradicts that.
I don't wear makeup, but I wear dresses and skirts and crap.
But yeah, like he wears a bubble and he makes a portable bubble to like go and stop the wedding and stuff like that. And it's really funny. He gets like in sort of all these trouble, all these shenanigans and stuff like that. And then it turns out like his mom lied, and he does have an immune system. Like he like his body made one like later in his life or something like that, and he didn't need the bubble. I think I want to say Tobey Maguire was the star of that. I'll look it up. Bubble Boy. Little Hitler. No, never mind. It wasn't. It was Jake Gyllenhaal.
Never heard of him, but
Apparently
sounds
he
cool.
was in the source code. And Brokeback Mountain. Throwing... Oh, you throw my snow... Oh, no, you're just throwing snowballs at me.
They're my snowballs. These are my balls.
What happened to my
Take that
pumpkin?
bitch. I ate it.
Oh, I think I put it down in the cave. No. That's not true. Did you eat it?
No,
Yeah, you can
can't
eat pumpkin pie, though.
Yeah. But you can't eat
Oh, my
pumpkins.
pumpkin.
Pumpkin, come back to
gonna
me.
make something. Yeah.
Jack-o'-lantern?
No. I'm gonna make a snow golem.
Yeah, make a snow golem.
Well, I can't. I don't have a pumpkin.
I could spawn the pumpkin in.
Probably might
kinda
want to spawn wool too.
not-
We've just been sitting here for like the past like half an hour. Just trading
really boring.
stories. Like people watching this are just gonna be
The
like,
stories I can
"What the
tell.
fuck's going on? Do something."
Lol. This
Well,
is so
we basically
funny.
We can't
It's
do
funny
anything
shit.
until we. Yeah.
Got the Enderman. We could always just skip this bit. like, and then until we've got all the
Yeah.
Enderman pearls, and then they can watch us build the thing. Or just like every time we see an Enderman, record us killing the
Yeah.
Enderman, and then just put like 1 Enderman, 2 Enderman, 3 Enderman, 4 Enderman. Finally, we have our Ender pearls, and we can make the puzzle.
That's weird. It looks like I'm
I'm gonna
jerking
think
off
of another
with my
story I
sword.
can tell you. It does.
I'm just pressing down both mouse buttons. Yeah, it's weird because my sister's name. I'm like, yeah,
It's a Emily's quite
yeah.
a
I hate
common
my
name.
sister. She's my younger sister, but I hate her.
Do you like
okay.
me? Thanks.
Well, no. The reason I hate my younger sister is me and my older sister, we were sort of the like outcasts basically, but we had friends in like every group, and like that was the same with me. Like I was the outcast. I had a few friends, but I had friends. I was like friends with like everyone in the group. Like I knew people. But my sister, she is like the most preppiest girly girl you can think of, and she's spoiled. And she thinks I'm allowed to talk about you. Yep. She can hear me talk about her. Yeah, she can.
Was that her?
She is so preppy and I hate it.
I'm not preppy. Like, honestly, you're lucky you don't see me in the mornings. Like, 'cause my mum goes to work at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I won't wake up for an alarm. My friend, they've got a door key for my house, and like, they come and wake me up, and it's like, they wake me up really nicely, and they don't say a word to me. They just wake me up, make me breakfast, and then we're all cool because they know what happens when
I wish I
they
had
get
friends like
hurt
that,
real
Jesus.
bad. If I'm so
It's gotta be because
grumpy.
you guys are
We're like,
British. It's gotta be.
no, we're
No,
just close. We've
only
been through a
British
lot of
people would
shit
do that.
together
Like,
and
no
stuff.
friends here would do that. No friends in America would do that. They'd just be like, get up and like punch you in the face.
Well, they probably would do that, but they know that I'd hurt them more than they would hurt
See,
me.
my friends would never do that. They'd just be like, let's doodle on them. My friend actually, like, he's my closest friend. He's been my friend since 7th grade, but I've known him basically since 4th. And like I've had other friends other than him, but like he's the one that I've always kept in touch with. And he went to the Air Force last year, and it's part of the reason why I wanted to go to the Air Force is just because like he got me interested in it and stuff like that. Like you make a lot of money in the military, and they train you for the job, which is like awesome. And you don't have to apply; you just have to go to basic training and the tech school. But he lived not like he lived like a 5-minute bike ride from me or something like that, where I used to live, and he used to come over every weekend. And so one day, like my dog, we had a German Shepherd mix who barked at everything, and then we had a Cocker Spaniel who would, once my other dog Max would bark, she would bark. But then like one day,
I love
she was
spaniels.
A purebred. She was a purebred.
I love spaniels.
Yeah. It was my mom's Valentine's Day gift. Yeah.
Oh, I had a spaniel called Paddy, and he was the best. I'll tell you about him
Yeah.
later when
But,
I've heard your story.
We invited him over, and so I was just like waiting, and he usually calls when he's heading over, and like that day he didn't. And like I'm just sitting on my computer, and then like out of nowhere my door just like slams open. He's like, "Police!" real loud, and like it scared me. I was like, "What? What the hell is going on?" Like, why didn't you knock or anything? I was like, how did you get in here? Yeah, like, how did you get in here? He was like, I went through the back and I broke in. I was like, seriously, why didn't my dog bark? He's like, he just looked at me and put his head down.
So, my dog Paddy, like when I was born, my dad was at the pub when my mum went into labour.
Yeah.
Nice, but hey. And sorry, I've just messed up your whole little X thing, but oh well. And
No, you didn't.
like the X that you did on the roof, I kind of just messed it up, but oh well. And like my mum phoned my dad, and she sort of said, "Look, I've gone into labour, but the doctors reckon I'm going to be hours, so just take your time, get here soon." And my dad's like, "Yeah, all right." And then he turns up to the hospital, and then my mum gets this, like one of the doctors tell my mum, can she walk, or can we put her, or can they put her in a wheelchair? And she's like, why? And they're saying, your husband's causing, trouble down in like the reception area. So my mum's like, oh, for fuck's sake. So she gets out the bed, and she storms down to reception. And my dad is there holding a brown and white Springer Spaniel dog, live dog, and that's why they won't let him in. Of course, he's drunk and he's going, "No, my baby's girl's gonna get prized and she's gonna get everything she wants," and things like that. And he was a puppy. He was he was born 8 weeks before I was, and like we just basically grew up together. And then this is all on tape as well, what I'm just about to tell you. And then sort of over the years, like he became a gun dog. So like he was not allowed in the house, he was not allowed to get petted and things like that. These are my dad's rules. I don't agree with these. You can't give him love and stuff, otherwise he won't be a good gun dog and stuff. But my auntie, who babysat me while my mum went to work as well, like as soon as my dad left at like 6 o'clock in the morning, my auntie would be like, "Should we go get Paddy?" And I'd be like, yeah, let's go get Paddy. And we'd get him out, and like I'd be watching Teletubbies or something, and then during the advert breaks, like we do roly-polies down the lounge floor. Like I'd wrap my arms around him and my legs, and he'd do the same, and we'd just roll around the floor. And every time I went over him, because I was a chubby baby, I was a really chubby baby, I'd like squish him, and like every time he went over me, he would tense real bad so he wouldn't sort of hurt me. And then once we did that and I was all tired out and I'd watched like the last 15 minutes of Teletubbies, I'd get all the pillows off the sofa, put them on the floor, and then like get a blanket and just sort of unfold it, but just sort of put it down the bottom of the sort of like makeshift bed. And then I'd go, "Paddy, night nights," and he'd bring the blanket up over me and tuck it in, and then lie down and put his head on top of my head. And then he would wake me up at about 3 o'clock, because I'd fall asleep at 1 and get up at 3 for like me up at 3 o'clock. And if anyone went to touch me before I was meant to wake up at 3 o'clock, he would growl at them and would not let them touch me. Not even my mum, not my dad, not my auntie. He almost bit my dad once when my dad went to wake me up, because he was going to get Paddy back out because he came home early from work because he wasn't feeling well. And that's the day my dad realised that Paddy could still be a gun dog, because he was a really good gun dog as well. So my dad thought his method was working. So my dad sort of realised that he could be loved and be a really good gun dog at the same time.
Yeah. We had when I was little, when my parents were still together, we had a bloodhound named Gertrude, and yeah,
I love that name.
Yeah, like I remember her a little, but my older sister, she was the one that really has the memories of it and stuff like that. But when I was little, like I escaped everywhere, like. And one day, my sister was going down to the school bus, and I got out before the door shut, before the screen door shut, and so I started crawling around, and Gertrude followed me, and she would not let anyone pick me up. And where I lived, it was a small town, and skeleton. It was a small town, and like the police like slash fire station was like right down our street, and I went down that street like 2 times, and that dog just kept following me like a few paces behind me, and I was just crawling around and she wouldn't let anyone like approach me. Like she'd start growling at them when they went to go pick me up and stuff like that. But
Making like a little parkour thing.
yeah, I see you're in creative mode.
Yeah. It's like the CBA to having to. Hey, don't break it.
We need this.
Oh yeah. Move.
Make us some beds.
Here, there's some stuff there. Get the wool.
But it was fun.
Animals are amazing
Yeah.
with what they can do.
Yeah, no, we tried to train Max as a guard dog, and he was a decent guard dog, but we used to joke that if like as soon as like the robbers got in the door and like if they petted him, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, take whatever you want. Just take whatever you want." Like we joke about that because he was a big baby. Like my stepdad tried to train him. Like he used to play wrestle with him and stuff like that, and my mom would be like, "Help me, Max, help me." And like he'd like pat my mom on the arm and stuff like that. And like Max would attack him and stuff like that. But over the years he thought we were playing, and like he actually like anytime my mom like Mark wouldn't even like be touching her or be like 5 feet near her, and she'd be like, "Help me, Max, help me," and he'd go and like start biting Mark, which was my stepdad. He'd go and start biting Mark. He'd be like, "Son of a bitch, Max, why are you biting me?" And then Sarah, our Cocker Spaniel, would go after Max and start biting Max. It was fun.